I think it's safe to say that we've all idolized Bruce Wayne at some point as young men. When I was younger, I remember playing Lego Batman, and I always wanted to be like him. He had cool underwater lair with a boat, a cool car, and an aircraft. As I got older, I became even more inspired by him. However, this was more leaning towards his character than anything else. He was able to maintain such a high discipline and devote himself to bettering himself day after day. He is one of the men I try to model myself after. There's nothing that any man could achieve that he hasn't. He is able to pilot any vehicle, solve any problem. He is young, handsome, charismatic, rich beyond all belief, and absolutely jacked. Therefore, in this video, I will be describing how to become more like Wayne using 6 pillars, and that is 1. To have a main purpose. 2. Through mental training. 3. Through physical training and diet. 4. Improving your social skills. 5. Prioritizing your actions over your intentions. And 6. Continuously rising from failure. 1. Having a main purpose. Haunted by what he had witnessed and racked with guilt over his inability to act, Bruce Wayne vowed that no one would suffer the same fate that he had. As heir to the Wayne family fortune, he had both power and privilege, yet those advantages did not prevent Thomas and Martha Wayne from dying in a flash of gunpowder. Bruce knew that he couldn't bring them back, but with the right resources at his disposal, he could make the streets safe again. Bruce Wayne left Gotham to undertake the training he would need to carry out this one-man campaign. He studied languages and psychology at Cambridge University and the Sorbonne. He meditated in the mystic Tibetan city of Nanda Parbat and lived amongst the ghost tribe of the Ten-Eyed Brotherhood in Africa. In Korea, he learned the art of ninjutsu under Master Kirigi. Bruce absorbed every ounce of instruction. After years of globe trekking, Bruce owned his body and mind to near perfection. It was time to return home. His main purpose in life was to avenge his parents and protect Gotham. Took him down a lifelong journey of training and owning in his skills, which would turn him into the legend he was meant to be. In order to achieve anything great, you must find your purpose, like Bruce did. Once you have your purpose in life, you must pursue it with all your focus and worry about nothing else. You need a main purpose and a main goal for your life to push you forward, even when things get hard. Only then can you achieve greatness. But until then, focus on the following principles. Number 2, mental training. Bruce Wayne is ridiculously well versed on what seems to be every topic you could think of. He is said to understand dozens of languages, including Russian, German, French, Japanese, Cantonese, Turkish, Arabic, and Swahili, and even extraterrestrial languages such as Kryptonian. He has expertise in fields as diverse as computer programming, electrical repair, and bomb disposal. He is an expert in offensive driving. He is a skilled motorcycle rider. In the air, Bruce can pilot military-grade jet fighters, attack helicopters, and even low-orbit space shuttles. I could go on, but the list is just ridiculous. Bruce Wayne is a lifelong student and takes learning very seriously. For someone who seems to have everything and knows everything, it is surprising that he's always learning more. But further than that, he puts himself into a very deep study with no distraction. If something will give him even a slight edge, he will spend hours studying and perfecting it. Furthermore, he is always seen developing his mental strength through things like meditation. He's seen in the comics meditating under cold waterfalls and in rooms before business meetings, giving his body and mind the strength that they need to perform at the top of their potential. When he needs to study, it is no wonder he is able to study so deeply on such a wide variety of topics. What is there to take away from this? To train your mind. It doesn't seem to be a very mainstream thing to train your mind, but it is very important. If you want to become a high achiever like Bruce, the way to do this is simple. Through 3 main strategies: meditation, deep work, study, and reading.
Where did you learn to count?
How you go about this is up to you. Number 3, physical training and diet. In order to obtain the physical strength Batman needs to beat criminals in his spare time with ease, Bruce Wayne must prioritize heavily on his physical training and diet. It is said that Bruce Wayne is over 210 pounds of lean toned muscle mass, but he doesn't prioritize weight training above an all-over approach to fitness. Stamina is arguably Batman's secret weapon. Others may match him in strength or speed, but often grow tired and drop their defenses. Batman's training includes runs and swims of up to an hour at a time. When he's on a mission, short meditative breaks allow him to rejuvenate his body and mind. Matched with honed combat techniques, he is able to put maximum power behind each blow and knock out opponents with twice his size. When training, Bruce also focuses on reflexes, agility, and durability and trains for 3 hours a day, usually doing around 1 to 2 hours of heavy strength and conditioning and 1 to 2 hours of cardio that ranges from swimming to rock climbing and different types of martial arts. Bruce eats a variety of high protein, high calorie foods for immediate energy and as fuel for his hard-working body. He spends his high-calorie intake through his working hours so that he's always ready to go. Bruce isn't obsessive about his diet and often goes off menu to enjoy Alfred's special meals or take part in business luncheons as Bruce Wayne. He never drinks alcohol and secretly substitutes ginger ale for champagne at special functions. The takeaway from this is to train as hard as you can every day and to know what you are doing. If you want to make progress inside of the gym, you need to put in the time to research outside of the gym. It's clear with a wide variety of training and exercises Wayne does that he puts in the work to really understand what there is to do and what he can do in order to keep his body in peak physical condition. Number 4. Improving your social skills. The fun-loving side of Bruce died years ago after a mugger's bullet ended the lives of his parents. However, Batman requires the Wayne's family wealth to continue his crime-fighting crusade, and therefore maintains the Bruce Wayne playboy facade at nightclubs, yacht races, and gallery openings, where the exploits of a handsome billionaire bachelor always get covered on the Gotham Gazette. Bruce Wayne has unbelievable social skills and connections with others, and it is very clear that he puts a considerable amount of effort into this. If Bruce Wayne wasn't spending his time physically fighting crime, I'm sure he would have no trouble fighting crime as a politician. He is able to time and time again alter his personality and bring out tons of charisma when he is in public settings, and is able to maintain who he's meant to be as the Prince of Gotham. As far as his personal relationships go, he puts an unbelievable amount of trust in Alfred, even at times leaving all the riches of the Wayne family fortune in Alfred's possession. This shows the strength and trust that he has in his close relationships. This goes past Alfred and into many other characters such as Lucius Fox, Robin, and Commissioner Gordon, trusting them with his life as well as his secret identity, which could destroy everything he fought for if let out. It never really goes into detail how these attributes are developed in Bruce Wayne, but it is clear to see them develop over movies and trilogies. In Batman Begins, for example, at the beginning of the movie, he just seems like a shy kid who develops into the extroverted and charismatic Bruce Wayne over the course of the movie, and by the next movie, he's seen throwing parties and chilling on a yacht with an entire ballet team. It is safe to say, without this charisma, Bruce Wayne wouldn't be Bruce Wayne, and without Batman's strong personal relationships, he wouldn't be Batman. Batman is often perceived as a lone wolf, but this just isn't the case. Without Batman's sidekick Robin, his butler Alfred, and his friend the Commissioner, Batman couldn't do what he does. Even a case could be made for his relationship with the Joker. He shows the Joker respect, and at times they almost seem like old friends. The takeaway from this is not to think you can become someone of similar caliber as Bruce Wayne alone. You'll need to practice developing your social skills and maintain and develop close relationships with people who can help you. Even before becoming Batman, Bruce Wayne traveled the world searching for mentors and learning from them. It is very important to never isolate yourself, because alone you are weak, with others you are strong, and that is something that Bruce Wayne knows very well. Number 5. Prioritizing your actions over your intentions. In the movie Batman Begins, Batman tells Rachel, "It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." Your actions are always going to rat you out for who you truly are. If you say you're focused on improving yourself, but spend the day playing video games, then you're not really focused on improving yourself. If you say that you're into fitness and health, but spend the day sitting on the couch and eating junk food, looking overweight and unhealthy, then you're not into health and fitness. A key trait Batman carries is that he's a doer, not a talker. I mean, to an extreme. He really doesn't talk that much and is always achieving the goal that he set out to achieve. It seems obvious, but you can have the best of intentions. However, without action, they are truly meaningless. You can have the intention of looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and creating a company like Jeff Bezos, or anything else you want. But if you just talk about it, all you're going to get is people to laugh at you. If you want to look like Arnold, don't talk about it. Just do it. The same thing applies to anything else you want. Number 6. Rise from failure. One of the main attributes of Bruce Wayne's character is that he simply does not quit. It has been said that as a man with no superpowers, this is his real superpower. This is shown time and time again in the different Batman trilogies. In Batman Begins, the best scene of the movie is when he is attacked by Ra's al Ghul in his mansion, and it gets burned down to the ground. Bruce and Alfred barely survive, and Bruce feels that he's completely and totally lost when Alfred tells him, "Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves back up." And this is a message that sets the stage for the remaining movies. In a later movie, The Dark Knight Rises, Bane completely breaks him physically and mentally. He takes control of Bruce Wayne's assets before snapping his back like a twig and sending him off to a prison in a hole in the middle of nowhere to die. How could anybody possibly make it back from such a failure? I mean, he has lost literally everything, even his body's strength, and yet he managed to literally rise from the darkness, return to Gotham, and save it once again, defeating his enemies in the process. Truly, the way to become the most like Bruce Wayne is to never give up, no matter what life throws at you. If you have a goal in life, you pursue it until that goal is yours, and you don't stop until you achieve it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like the video, leave a comment. Tell me what I could do better. And if you'd like to join our Discord with young men looking to improve themselves, the link will be in the description. And now to end it with a quote. Everything is impossible until somebody does it. Bruce Wayne.